I sure could use some help.
Yeah, hey man, I think this guy needs some help.
Yeah, I'll give you a hand.
This is a disclaimer. You must know that working on cars is extremely, extremely dangerous, especially if you never done it before. Now this video is supposed to give you some insight on whether or not you could actually probably do the things you want to probably do and the things you got to try to do, but we shall see. We shall see. Be very careful. Be disclaimer. I am not a professional telling you how to do this, nor is the guy in the video telling you how to do this. Righto.
Hello Internet, I'm making this video to try to help you understand how to change the oil in your car and what goes on. This is mainly made for noobs, but if you're a veteran auto worker, I hope you enjoy this. You will need some new oil, a new filter, an oil drain pan to catch the oil, a close-in wrench, a socket and ratchet, or an Allen wrench, or it's called a hex wrench, one of those three to get your oil drain plug off. Gloves. Go get some gloves. It's a good thing to have. Keep your hands clean. An oil filter wrench, jack, and some jack stands. Good to have. A rag and a funnel. Nice. And safety glasses. Go get yourself some safety glasses. I wore sunglasses for this video. Worked out great. Let's just go ahead and say that you do not have an oil filter wrench. Well, here's a trick. You can get a screwdriver and pierce the side of the oil filter. You might need like a hammer for that, or like really like stab at it hard and like turn the screwdriver, and it'll help. Okay? If you do not have a jack and some jack stands, you could find a curb like out on the street and drive up to the curb and like bah, put the side of your car on the curb and squeeze under there and change the oil under there. Do not spill oil all over like a gutter or next to the curb. Okay, if you're ready, let's get started. You're going to want to lift the car off the ground and support it. Put it on jack stand, shake it around, make sure it's safe and secure, doesn't fall over. Pop the hood. It's a good idea to disconnect the battery, but not needed. It's also good to locate the filter before you get started so you know where it's at. Get underneath the car, put the oil pan underneath it, and locate the drain plug. You'll see I have the hex wrench in it there. Here it is. The drain plug has a hex wrench. Usually they're like a socket or a ratchet is used, but there you go. I loosened it up. And I will move my jack here. I have that under there just for safety precautions as like a backup. Okay, so I am loosening it. You want to be careful that it doesn't just pop out of your hand and go into the pan below and go down that hole. So keep a hold on it. And they say in the manual it's good to have the car warm. Anyway, set the drain plug aside. I don't know why it's good to have it warm. I don't know. That's what it says. While it's draining, you can go ahead and focus on that oil filter. This particular situation, it was only hand tight, as it should be, so I was able to hand loosen it. That was kind of exaggerated. I don't remember it being that easy, but it shouldn't be that easy. It should be a little tougher. If you have issues, use a tool, or I showed you how to use the screwdriver. Right. You see the drip? Keep the pan under the car. It's dripping. Now, look back under the car, and you'll see that I have the oil filter draining in the oil pan, and you'll notice notches built into the pan just in case you want to utilize those. I'm not in this particular situation, but it works out. Right now we're looking at where the oil filter came out of. Nice. See a little circular deal there. And it's still dripping. Not too bad. You might want to run a rag around the outside of that. There's the oil filter where you can see them go together. You can kind of tell. There you go. Can you see? Can you? Yeah, you can see. Nice. Okay. So, you can go ahead and grab your new oil filter. I'm using Fram. I've heard a lot of trash talk, but I've been using them for years. I've never had a problem. Get that out and get your finger clean and get the oil and dip your finger in the oil, or get some oil on your finger and rub it on the O-ring of the filter. Nice. Just to help seal it up. Then get back under the car or above, however it's easier. I should have done it from above, but I had the camera and I was being distracted, I guess, by myself. And get under there, and it might be difficult to do if you're holding a video camera, or just difficult in general. But once you get it started, tighten it on by hand, as you can see here. Shouldn't be too bad. Then start cranking on it with your hands. You should not be using tools to tighten the filter down. Don't do that. Just like really hard, just tighten it. So you'll see here I've got two hands on it, I'm tightening it, and this is real time, so except for that little thing right there. I got under the car. I'm pulling it tight, and I'll just let you listen to me for a moment. Wow, it's pretty tight. Now I'm gonna grab it at a really weird angle and okay. So that's tight on there. Get in there with a rag too after you're done. Kind of wipe it off, especially if you're doing this to a friend's car. It's nice that you leave something clean for them to look at after you're done. Yeah. Okay, the filter's back on, but what did we leave off? The drain plug. Don't forget to put this back in. As a rookie, I used to start pouring oil in the engine and it would fall right out the hole because, whoops, I forgot to do this part. But anyway, put it in, tighten it down. Torque specifications are in a manual if you have anything like that. Wipe that down too, you can see. If you don't have a manual, go to like AutoZone or Pet Boys or something. They'll sell a manual for your car most likely. It's like 20 bucks or 25 bucks. It's worth it. So once the filter and everything is on, so filter and plug, you can go up to the top of the motor and take off your oil cap and put your funnel in if you got one. It's not really needed, but in this situation I bought a real big oil jug, so it helps me out. You'll notice on almost every oil jug you buy, even the small quart ones, they'll have the notches saying, you know, the volume. I think it was 3.2 quarts is what I needed to put in this car, so you'll see me fill it up and then look at the gauge. Yeah, I sped all this up, of course, to try to help and not waste time. Okay, so I check the dipstick just for my own entertainment. Sometimes it takes the oil quite a while to get down to the bottom of the motor, but you will see here it's full of oil. Nice clean oil, and it's not draining out the bottom because I did put the filter on. I did put the cap on. Sorry, the plug. You should have done that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put the oil cap on because all the oil is in the car, and bam, nice. Huh? Look at that dirty motor. What do? Wipe it down. It's a good idea. Go ahead and give it a little wipe, little wiperoo, little bam. Make it shine. Make the person you're working on their car, if you are, proud of them. If that even made sense. There you go. You'll see I'm about to lower the car. We're almost ready here. There's one final thing you want to check after you've got the car down and safe and all that. You want to hop in the car, and you'll see, and I turn it on here, the lights come on. And specifically, I'm looking for the oil light. That's the lower left light there. It lets me know if there's oil pressure or not. I just started the car. Wait, there we go. I just started the car. All those lights turned off. If the light were to have stayed on, that means there's no oil pressure. If it stays on for quite a while, like 20 seconds, you might want to shut your car off because you probably don't have oil in it. Anyway, that's it. You change your oil. What do you do with the old oil? Most auto places collect used oil. At least in Southern California they do. I don't know about other parts of the nation, but I think they do. You got a spill in your friend's driveway. What do? Kitty litter works well. I just go somewhere and get, you know, like Walmart or something, get it cheap, and put it on there for like a week. Sweep it up. It'll be gone. Good deal. I'm showing you a picture of an old oil filter. I don't know why, but there it was. And yeah. So if you're doing this for the first time, you watched this video before, I wish you well. It's not difficult. Do not try to go fast. Give yourself probably at least an hour. But there's people who can do this in 5 and 10 minutes when they have like another person helping them. Anyway, I hope that helped.
You change your oil, you change your oil, you change your oil today. You change your oil, you change your oil. You did it the right way. You change your oil today.